All right, wonderful. So let's go ahead and get started. Good afternoon, all, and thank you again for joining us. We are very excited to share useful information with you all today, and we hope to inspire you. We have some excellent presenters. We have representatives from the Contractor Development and Bonding Program, Lakeisha Bearden, Director of Program Development, and we have Janet Ramirez, Contract-Based Financing Analyst, to explain our newest program, CFAB, in a little more detail. We have representatives from LADWP, LAWA, BCA, and the Port of LA here today. And at the very end, we'll have a Q&A section. So if you have any questions that you would like to get answered by the speakers live, please hold those questions to after the presentations and we'll give you a chance to ask them. Additionally, we have an account manager who will be answering questions via the chat or the Q&A function throughout the presentations and the webinar. So if you have your questions and would prefer to have them answered by the account manager, you please go ahead and submit those.
Everyone.
Perfect. So we are excited that Councilmember Eunisses Hernandez partnered with us to bring you this presentation and this webinar. Unfortunately, she couldn't be with us here, but she was excited to send us the welcome video for you all and kick off the presentation. So let me go ahead and get that started and let's take a listen.
Everyone, my name is Eunisses Hernandez and I'm the council member that represents the 1st District here in the city of LA. It is my pleasure to welcome you to our virtual outreach workshop, Navigating City Contracting Opportunities. We know that making sure small and diverse contractors have access to the resources they need to succeed is what fosters economic growth in our local communities. Our team is committed to equipping these entrepreneurs with the tools to create and sustain lasting businesses. We are proud to partner with Merriweather and Williams to bring you this important workshop. The Contractor Development and Bonding Program provides essential support and no cost to contractors, including training, membership, bid alerts, bonding assistance, and financing support. This program is designed to equip you with the tools necessary to successfully compete for and secure city contracts. LA is making significant investments in infrastructure, and it is crucial that our local businesses have the opportunity to take part in these projects, especially here in Council District 1. Workshops like this one we're hosting today help eliminate barriers so that local entrepreneurs can fully participate and benefit from the city investments. When we invest in our local contractors, we not only strengthen our businesses, but also create jobs and enhance the economic vitality of our communities. We're here to support you as you grow your business and expand your opportunities in public contracting. I encourage you to fully engage in today's workshop and take advantage of the resources available through this program. Together, we can build a more inclusive and prosperous Los Angeles. Now, I'll turn it back to our host to get us started. Good afternoon, everyone.
Wonderful. So that was our council member, Eunisses Hernandez, since she's been elected in December 22nd, 2022, excuse me. She has been working tirelessly for the community. And this is one way that she does that. She co-hosts workshops like these so that programs like the CDABP can be spread through all of the constituents. So next, we have Lakeisha Bearden. So she will kick off the presentations. She is Director of Program Development for Merriweather and Williams Insurance Services. And she will be speaking on the 4 core services that compose the CDAP, or the Contractor Development and Bonding Program. So go ahead and take a listen. And without further ado, Lakeisha, welcome. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Mildred. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lakeisha Bearden. I am the Director of Program Development for Merriweather and Williams Insurance Services, a Hub international company. We were recently acquired a year ago, in May of 2024. We, like most of you on this call, were a small business firm for just shy of 30 years. So we know exactly the hurdles, the pitfalls, the success, the difficulties of managing a small, diverse firm. So we're excited about partnering with our Councilmember Hernandez today to really offer you all a variety of resources that are available to you through our regional contractor development program that is sponsored by the City of Los Angeles, LA Metro, and the County of Los Angeles. And these opportunities that are accessible to you to really help you grow and scale your capacity. Much of what Councilmember Hernandez mentioned. Next slide. So a little bit about our firm. Like I mentioned, we've been in business almost for 3 decades, operating as a small and diverse business. Our recent acquisition really was an opportunity for us to scale. We realized that not just in Los Angeles County, there are the same hurdles and the same challenges that small businesses in construction face. They're facing all over the country. So our plan is really to expand the services that we offer outside of the state of California and really help other businesses as well. So it was a big success for us to have that ability to get acquired by a firm, Hub International. So the services that we provide were a property and casualty, a service we provide for employee benefits, but what we're probably best known for is our contractor development and bonding programs that we administer on behalf of public agencies like the City of Los Angeles. We've been in business, like I said, for a little under 30 years now. We have a loss ratio of less than 0.1% compared to the industry standard of about 20%. So what that means is only 2 contractors have failed to successfully complete their projects under our moderation. And that really speaks to, as long as a contractor has the support, the guidance that they need, they can outperform their peers. And so it's a really big one for us. We also have what our new contract-based financing assistance program. We've been able to loan about $6 million, and that has supported about $34 million of contracts. So really excited about that new program that we've added to the services that we provide. Next slide. So our mission really is to reduce the barriers of bonding capacity so that contractors and small businesses are able to really bid on and be successful with public works contracts. And we do that through our 4 pillars of contractor development, our assessment and technical assistance, our bonding and contract financing support, education and training, and our prime partnership program. I'll go into a little bit more detail about those services in our next slide. But before we get started, you hear it in our name, the Regional Contractor Development and Bonding Program. So what is bonding? By definition, bonding is a 3-party legal agreement where a surety guarantees that a principal will fulfill a specific obligation to an obligee. So what does that really mean? It's a 3-party agreement. Unlike insurance, where it's a 2-party agreement, you're paying a premium, you pay for your insurance, or what you need to be covered for. Bonding is different than that. Bonding is a 3-party agreement, and it guarantees that you're going to perform the work on behalf of the obligee, which could be the prime, or it could be the agency itself. So it really is supporting and covering the obligee, the prime, and or the owner. So it doesn't really protect you, but it does protect them. So that's why it's really similar to qualifying for a loan, because you have to qualify for bonding. So hence the reason why it may be a little bit difficult for smaller businesses to qualify. Why you have to have it, obviously, because it protects the owner, and they want to make sure that you're able to perform the work that you bid, that you said that you could perform. And it's also mandated by law. And that's the Miller Act. And basically agencies that the law requires anything over $100,000 a bond line. Bonding is required for those types of projects. So we help contractors qualify for bonding. If you currently have a broker, we can work with your broker. If you don't have a broker, we definitely can refer a broker to you on your behalf. It's also used as an opportunity for a pre-qualification. So if you're working directly with a prime contractor, a lot of times they may ask you, are you bondable? That means, have you been given the ability to pre-qualify with a broker, their surety, to ensure that you're able to bid on a particular project. So it really is a mechanism for you to qualify for upcoming opportunities. Next slide. So a little bit about our program services. Again, if you have a bond line or if you are in need of one, we can definitely assist you with that. We can help you with identifying a broker and as well as increasing your existing bond line through our collateral support that we offer. And I'll talk a little bit about that later on in the presentation. We also offer our contract-based financing assistance program. We chatted about that just earlier, about this being a new program that the regional program has adopted and for about 2 years now. So we are really excited because we know that bonding, like access to capital, are big barriers for our contractors. Also, our agency collateral support. So how that really works is when a contractor is looking to bid on work with the City of Los Angeles, for example, our program does provide a collateral support, and that's up to 40% of the contract value or $250,000, not to exceed the $250,000. And we'll help you with that bid bond so that you can bid on that project and qualify for that project. So if your broker that you're currently working with is looking for collateral, whether that be any assets that you may have, you can definitely utilize this program to kind of fill that gap. We also offer, if your CPA is requiring you to provide prepared financial statements, we offer a $3,200 subsidy for any CPA prepared financial statements required by your broker. Another service that we provide is our weekly bid opportunities, and that's what we call our LACW, the LA Contractor Weekly. It really was designed to be a one-stop shop for our contractors so that they can not be hassling with going from one portal to another portal, trying to identify opportunities or trainings or networking opportunities for themselves to really navigate. So our LA Contractor Weekly is a great resource for you as a business if you're looking to have a one-stop shop location to really be able to identify opportunities for you and growing your business network. Next slide. So once you enroll in our program, we will do an assessment and you'll be assigned a dedicated account manager. That account manager operates as your business development manager, really assessing where you are, if you're new to the public works sector, if you do a lot of residential work, as well as your years of experience. Maybe this is, you've been in the industry for 20 years now, but now you want to start your own business. So we just really take a thorough look at where you are, where you're looking to go, and then we put a plan in place for you. Not like a business plan, but actually a plan that's geared more to navigating the public workspace. Are you registered with DIR? Are you certified? Do you understand prevailing wage, certified payroll, those specific items that are necessary for a small business to be successful in the construction space? We also assist with contractor profiles, much like your capability statement. You'll notice that there's a lot of opportunities for you to network. And we find that, putting your business card in a bowl to never be heard from again is quite often the case. A contractor profile really does set you apart. It's something that you can hand to someone that you're meeting and really talk through some of the outstanding projects that you are part of. And that's a clear indication of all your qualification, your NICS codes, all those things that really attract other prime contractors to your business. Again, we help with certification. We actually do bid reviews. So contractors and businesses who are enrolled in our program, we assist with looking at bids with the city of Los Angeles, LA Metro, or the county. We will take a look at that and we'll see, help you make sure you're dotting all your I's and crossing all your T's. I will say we don't help with providing any type of numbers. We don't help with, the actual bids, the estimates. We look to you as being the subject matter expert in that space. So we will not be able to assist you with any of the numbers. We do offer our monthly workshops and coaching, and we focus on construction related topics. We have attorneys that present on some of our classes, really speaking about contract negotiation, contracts reviews, things that matter, to really help you with improving upon how to review contracts in detail. We also help with identifying any with safety plans. Our construction training academy consists of our 6-week immersion training on bidding and estimating, contract award and management, and we also offer our OSHA 30 class as well. So really geared to helping contractors understand how to bid, how to estimate on public works contracts. And it's an opportunity to meet our prime partners. So we do partner with our primes in the local area to provide the trainings. These are opportunities to be in small groups with your peers and to build and develop relationships directly with the prime contractors. A lot of times, again, if you're out and about at these networking events, you're meeting a lot of people, they're meeting a lot of people, and individuals like to do work with people they know. So in a smaller space, it really is an opportunity for you to learn what pre-qualification requirements that particular prime may have, whether that be a Turner, a PCL, a Balfour Beatty, a Clark Construction, and really get to know these individuals. We have their chief estimators, we have their project executives actually leading and training the classes. So great opportunity to get that face time and build relationships with your peers as well. Never know, you might have the opportunity to do a joint venture. Next slide. So I'm going to let my colleague, Janet Ramirez, speak to our contract-based financing assistance program. Janet?
Thank you, Lakeisha. So I'm Janet Ramirez, the Contract Financing Assistance Analyst for our CFAP program. So just brief overview of what this service provides. It is part of our Contract Development and Bonding program. So just a few key points is you must be enrolled in our Contract Development and Bonding program. You must be a small business enterprise or hold some type of certification. We do like to work with you prior to you obtaining a contract. We like to get you pre-qualified, and by pre-qualified, what we mean is really getting all those documentations that you would need in order for us to start reviewing your case prior to having that awarded contract. So right now we do offer assistance for construction contracts. We use that contract as collateral, so we don't necessarily underwrite based off of your financial standings. We still require financial information just to kind of give us a good understanding of where you are in your business, but your contract is really your collateral. So If you have a $500,000 contract, we will go against what we think you would need to kind of operate and complete that project. So once you have identified that awarded contract, those funds are allocated specifically for the project that you have identified and have been awarded to. Once we have your contract, the progress payments would come to this trust account, which is really monitored by a third-party funds administrator. Everything is really monitored and closely to make sure that we allocate the funds correctly. So the max amount of loans that we are able to offer for one project would be $250,000. The money is not released to you all up front. It is managed by the third-party funds administrator. So if you were to get approved for a $250,000 loan, but you only need about $50,000 to start for the material aspect of your project, then only $50,000 would go be released to you. So for the loan, you can only really use the funds for payroll, any materials that you would need to purchase. And for equipment, it could only be leased or rented equipment specifically for the job that we have approved for. So with the third-party funds administrator, what you would do is open up a trust account. Once that account is set up, you would submit a draw request. With this draw request, you'll go ahead and include what bills you would need to get, you need to be paid on your behalf. So first, we would pay any vendors or subcontractors or any materials that you need to purchase. And then once we have paid all of your bills, we'll make sure that the lender is being paid as well. So making sure those interest payments are up to date, and then whatever overhead and profit you have for that month, we can go ahead and release it to you. As far as the interest rates, we do work with a few of our community development financial institutions, and the interest rate really varies depending on the type of contract that you have. So if there's like green energy fixed to your contract, the interest rate could be as low as 7% or 5%. So it really depends on the lender that we are working with, but typically it's between 9.5 or 10.5 interest rate plus that 1% fee of origination that they have. So with these loans, it's not just about making sure you have the funds to complete the project, but we also do teach the skills to create a cash flow projection to make sure you know how to allocate your costs on the job, making sure you're within the timeline, you're within the budget. So it's not just about getting the money. We also provide that technical assistance with the project, and we do provide loan monitoring as well. Our goal really is for you to get your first loan. There's no limit to how many times that you can reapply for a loan, but our goal is to eventually get you commercially bankable to get a higher line of credit with an established bank. So this is not a line of credit. This is really just a loan to make sure that you have the cash flow for your project, since we know that these progress payments could be delayed 60, 90 days. So this is really meant to keep you afloat and to complete your project with the necessary means. So if you are interested in something like this or just want additional information, please feel free to ask any questions. And I'll hand it back to my colleague, Lakeisha.
Thank you, Janet. And I just want to really reiterate or emphasize the importance of these types of resources, particularly our contract-based financing assistance program, because we do know that payments will be delayed. And it's important that, when you are awarded a contract, You're excited that it's $1 million contract, but are you really, what's your profit on that contract? So really taking advantage of the technical assistance aspects of the program to understand cash flow. It's crucial to your business, not only for the purpose of that particular contract, but for the growth of your business as well. So a little bit more about the program services overall. We do attend pre-bids. This is an opportunity for us to understand the project and to be able to share those opportunities with you, as well as even talk and coach you through some of the opportunities. Again, we talked a little bit about the contract review. So we do have our field support project executive, who's a part of our team, who does manage and monitor projects that are utilizing any source of collateral support on projects. But we can also provide assistance for you as a contractor, if you're enrolled in the program, to just help you navigate through your contracts to understand them a little bit better. We also, if we do provide contract review and bid review, we do assist with post-bid debrief. So you should be asking those questions. If you are bidding and you haven't been awarded a contract, ask for a debrief. There shouldn't be any reason why they wouldn't help you out. The more that you're showing that you're willing to understand the trade and the scope of work and the services, and that you're serious about your craft, they are more than willing to really talk you through some of the areas that you can strengthen. Next slide. We also do, if you are taking advantage of our collateral support, we do provide you with a job start checklist. We are checking in with you with our contract status reports and principal status reports. So we're not just checking in with you as the enrolled contractor in our program, but we're also checking in with the prime contractor and or the agency on a monthly basis to see how things are going and see how we can provide assistance. We help with change order logs. We're out on site visiting the site. So we're very much involved, because the collateral that the city puts up for you to participate in this program is also the collateral that's then recycled and returned back into the pool of funds to help you on another project and or another business scale and grow. Next slide. So we want to just thank you for the opportunity to share these resources and services. You're going to hear so much more from several different departments within the city of Los Angeles. But all of these services that the program provides on behalf of the city are at no charge to you. The city really is interested in you and getting more support and contract opportunities directly with the city agency. So really take advantage of them. If there are any questions that you have, please continue to put them in the chat, and we can answer any questions after the event. Enjoy and take advantage of the information that you're hearing today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lakeisha and Janet, for that wonderful presentation. So folks, there you have it. That's the Contractor Development and Bonding Program for core services. And I know there was a lot covered and there will be a lot more covered in the coming presentations. So we will be sending the slides and a recording of the webinar in a follow-up email. So, go ahead and listen in. You don't have to worry about taking notes. And also, I did notice a few participants raising their hand. We will be taking questions from participants at the end of the presentation. So we'll have a Q&A where our panelists will join us, and we'll take questions from attendees. So if you'd like your question answered by one of our speakers, hold it until the end, or if you'd like our account manager to just type in a quick response, just go ahead and drop it in the chat. So next we have Elizabeth Hernandez. She is a management analyst for Los Angeles for LADWP, and she's here to explain the basics of doing business with her agency. So welcome, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Mildred.
You're welcome.
My name is Elizabeth Hernandez with the Department of Water and Power Supplier Diversity Office, and today I will be showing you how to do business with the department. Next slide, please. About LADWP, we are the largest municipal water and power utility in the nation. We serve 4 million residents and businesses in Los Angeles. The department awarded over $1 billion in contracts for goods and services in 2024. Next slide, please. What we buy materials and equipment, public works, construction, professional services, and other miscellaneous services. Next slide, please. How we buy. We use a competitive solicitation method or methods to ensure equal opportunity to businesses. Those methods include invitation for bids, IFBs, and requests for proposals, RFPs. How to participate. All of our solicitations are posted on the City of Los Angeles Regional Alliance Marketplace for Procurement, or RAMP LA. And you could self-register with the first link provided on the screen. That's www.rampla.org. You can also self-register with our electronic request solicit procure system, ERSP, to see all of our department opportunities and also to submit your bids for our department specifically. So that would be www.ersp.ladwp.com. So again, you can register on the links on the screen to view open contracting opportunities, to create a user profile to be notified of new postings, and to download documents and submit bids online. SBE DVBE Participation Program. The Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, we have an SBE DVBE Participation Program, which is a race and gender neutral program to create more competition and offer additional opportunities for small, disabled, veteran-owned, and other business to participate in our contracts. This program applies to most contracts over $150,000 for services, construction, and rentals with operators. A contract-specific mandatory SBE and/or DVBE participation requirement is set as a percentage of the contract, and bidders who do not meet the minimum mandatory SBE DVBE participation requirement will be deemed non-responsive. So if you are a small business or veteran-owned business, it is very important to become certified so that you can participate in this program. And LADWP's overall annual goal is 25% SBE participation and 3% DVBE participation. To see our upcoming contracting opportunities, you can use a QR code on the screen or the link to view our supply line newsletter. So again, this lists upcoming contract opportunities and is updated quarterly. A few of the opportunities listed are this one here, which is the services for demolition of receiving station A buildings. So a demolition job. Cost estimate is $6,500,000. And the anticipated advertisement date for this project is July 2025. We also have the Headworks Restoration Phase 4 coming up. The anticipated advertised date is spring 2025, and the cost estimate is $7 million. And lastly, we have the owner's agent services for Western District Yard renovation. That's an upcoming project as well. And the cost estimate is $8,200,000. The anticipated advertisement date is June 2025. So please make sure you're registered on RAMP and ERSP to get notified when these solicitations are posted and accepting bids. On the screen now, you can find our contact information. If you have any questions for me or regarding small business and disabled veteran business-owned certification, feel free to email the Supplier Diversity Office at supplierdiversityoffice@laddp.com. And if you have any questions for regarding ERSP, our system, you can also email purchasebids@laddp.com. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for that presentation. Thanks for being here today. So yes, folks, you have the contact information before you, but we'll also be sending, like I mentioned earlier, this presentation. So you'll also have that in your email soon enough. Our next presenter is from LAWA, and she is here to talk a little bit about the upgrades happening at the airport. She's also here to speak on programs and internships to help the community kind of improve with the local works happening at the airport. So Sophia, welcome. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Mildred, and good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. And before I even get started, I want to extend a big thank you to Meriwether and Williams for making today possible, and for all of our speakers that are here today, investing their time to provide important information. So with that, as you can see here on this first slide here, this is an exciting time for us here at the airport with our $30 billion transformation program, which is fully underway. And we have some exciting things happening, both externally facing with the improvement and development of new buildings, as well as things that we're doing internally here at the airport to ensure that we have maximum community impact. So top of mind for us here is not only that we're building new projects, improving existing projects, but that we are leaving a lasting impact to the community by how we do that. Next slide, please. So in this next slide here, this is really capturing the work that we're doing. Myself as part of the economic inclusion team, we're exclusively focused on just that. How do we leave a lasting legacy for the local residents and businesses of Los Angeles and make an impact economically for all? So we're doing that by looking at our standards. We're setting standards for workforce and including small businesses. We are ensuring that we are looking at our contracts after the fact and making sure that businesses are getting paid promptly. We're engaging with the industry and also local businesses, putting them together, building the capacity. And we have various softwares where we're capturing all of this information, reporting it, sometimes weekly, all the way up to the CEO. So this is something that's super important for us, all while we are integrating and incorporating best practices and lessons learned real time. Next slide, please. The next slide here really captures the important work that we're doing between now and the Olympics. So we are looking to move forward with a number of different programs here. So you can see the first one under the Terminal Development Program, which captures many different terminals and some gates. We also have the Airport Development Program that will address new roads and cargo complex. The LAX Wayfinding Program that's going to ensure that as passengers come to the airport, it's very easy for them to navigate and move through, again, new and existing facilities. We have our Landside Access Modernization Program. I'm sure many of you have heard about the automated people mover, long anticipated project that's going to be coming online next year. We're all looking forward to that. We have our Airfield and Terminal Modernization Program, again, which is also capturing roads and airfield enhancements. And then lastly, we have our LAX Landscape Program. So moving on to the next slide, you'll see everything that we're hoping to accomplish to be operational by 2025. So we are moving fast and furious in that direction. And those projects fall really under these three buckets, one being the terminals, and then we have again under the landslide, the LAMP modernization program, and then lastly, the airside and taxiway runways. You can see all of those different projects that we have coming up and different programs. Next slide, please. So under this slide, again, this is really capturing, again, what we're looking to accomplish as we continue to build out leading up to the Olympics and beyond. So we want to ensure that we have maximum small business participation. So we have the maximum number of local businesses participating in our projects and programs. We have established mentor protege initiatives. So as we are going out into the marketplace, we're making sure that on a project by project basis, procurement by procurement basis, that we are offering the maximum opportunities for economic impact. So mentor protege program is now something that's a requirement, and then we're tracking it on the front end and the back end. Prompt payment, we have a new app that we have initiated and implemented, so we're tracking on our end where there might be some delays, working through that process so we have visibility and insight into how we can more quickly and easily make sure that we're getting payment out to small businesses through our larger contractors, because we know cash flow is so important. We're looking to build the capacity and support the capacity of small businesses. And for those of you that are new to doing work here at the airport, LAWA is very proud of our Hire LAX program. So this program prepares individuals to be ready to enter a pre-apprenticeship program. There's a very rigorous competitive process to enter the program. And then once an individual graduates, they already have CPR certification, OSHA certification, and they are well ready to be hired. So for those of you that are looking for first-term apprentices, wonderful program to access those type of workers. Local worker hiring, again, if you're going to work on LAWA projects, please know that we have a project labor agreement and we are tracking the local worker participation. It's in all of our capital improvement contracts. Internships is a wonderful opportunity for the industry to be building the future workforce. So this is also a component for the larger firms that are working on our projects. And then for those of you that might be subcontractors to some of our larger industry partners, know that this is also an opportunity. You can assist them in fulfilling this requirement. So this is a wonderful opportunity. K through 12 STEM education, LAWA has our Impact LAX Youth Program. And so we're going out with industry into the schools. Just most recently, for National Architecture Week, we reached more than 800 local students, exposing them to the different types of careers in the industry, which is so important to growing and building our future workforce. Next slide, please. So this next slide here captures the impact of what is happening as part of our PLA agreement and our local worker requirements on our contract. So as you can see to the right, we have over 94 local workers that have benefited from our projects, and the total number of hours, when you look to the left, it's just a tremendous impact. So this is something that we are very focused on. And again, these numbers are being tracked weekly and monthly, and they do go all the way up to our board and to our CEO. It's important here at LAWA that we are making sure that the local community is benefiting. Next slide, please. Okay, so here we have a list of some active projects with some contracting opportunities. So I invite you to please reach out to me after this seminar or even during the seminar. My contact information is going to be a part of the last slide here. And as you can see, we've got a number of contracts that have already been awarded. So if you are interested in subcontracting opportunities with any of these larger firms, Webcor, Griffiths, Skanska, Hensel Phelps, etc., I can put you in contact with them. Also, the last item here, various MATOC projects. We just completed a number of outreach events, industry events, and then we're in the process of a very extensive procurement awarding process, which we'll go on to with the next slide, which is going to show that we currently awarded 31 multiple award task order contracts in the construction design area under large firms, medium firms, and small firms. So you can see here the full list. So this is the full list of all of those firms that have been awarded a contract to participate. And this next slide here is going to show you the schedule. So this is coming up here. We have some things that recently closed in terms of the design build delivery method. We have some new ones coming up. Again, this is just a 9-month project look ahead. It's very condensed. Next slide, please. We'll show some additional details. So this is also some additional opportunities coming up again. So you can see we have a lot that has already been initiated just in this 9-month period, and we have much more coming forward. So the next slide is going to show you some outcomes. So this is where we are currently right now. So for example, T5. So through this multiple award task order contract, with the sizing of large, medium, and small awardees, out of that full pool of over 30 firms, for each individual opportunity, there's been a short list of firms. So the first one that has actually been awarded here is the bottom one under T5, so $1.3 billion. And out of the 3 firms that were eligible to participate, LAWA has selected Hensel Phelps. And so you can see moving up towards the top of the slide here, you can see the full range of firms. So you can see the mix of different opportunities in terms of dollar size. So we have small firms, medium firms, and large firms that are in the pool. So I think this is a very exciting opportunity. And what I will say is, again, because of the contract requirements, there are small business contract requirements, so there are opportunities to participate. Now, on this next slide, I want to highlight a number of things. First, to the left here, you've got my email address and phone number, various ways to get a hold of me. And I strongly encourage you to reach out, as I have a list of all of the small business contacts for all of those over 30 firms that were awarded contracts. And on the previous slide, as you could see where there was the smaller pools, you'll be able to reach out to each one of those firms. You'll know exactly who is the best person. You'll have their phone number and their email. So again, I strongly encourage you to reach out to me. Also, if you just have other general questions about doing business with LAWA, I can also put you in contact with those individuals and other large primes, industry partners that have already been awarded on previous projects per a previous slide. The QR code to the right is also something I invite you to sign up for. This is going to put you in our database. So as we have different types of industry events that partner larger firms with small firms, you'll be invited to those firms. You'll automatically get a push out to be able to attend and participate into one of those events or other events that we convene on behalf of small businesses and the small business community. So with that, again, thank you. And please reach out. Don't hesitate. You've got my contact information, and I turn it back to Mildred.
Awesome. Thank you, Sophia, so much for that great presentation. So now I am excited to introduce our next presenter, Hannah Ali. Hannah has extensive knowledge and expertise regarding the city's certification process. So today she will provide us with an in-depth insights and detailed information about the criteria and steps involved in achieving certifications. So, Hannah, welcome. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Mildred. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hannah Ali, and I'm a management analyst with the Bureau of Contract Administration. So today I'll be giving an overview of the certification programs that the city offers, which fall under different categories. Next slide. So the first category is ownership-based certifications. Those include minority business enterprise, women business enterprise, disadvantaged business enterprise, as well as airport concessions disadvantaged business enterprise, and the disabled veteran business enterprise. It's good to note that the airport concessions and the disabled veteran, so the ACDB and the disabled, the DVBE, are both under LAWA. So the applicant, so or the presumed disadvantaged groups, those are all listed on the right-hand side. And it also includes that the individual who is applying for the certification or the certification holder must belong to one of the presumed disadvantaged groups for which that certification is named. So for what does it mean to have control? Expertise in the company's core business and the possession of the license and credentials required to conduct that firm's business. And it's also important to note that this is only for independent for-profit businesses, and this does not apply to nonprofits. Next slide. The second category of certifications are location-based certifications. So that includes the businesses headquartered in Los Angeles County. So for those, we have the local business enterprise, the LBE, the local small business, LSB, and the local transitional employer, LTE. It's important to note for the LSB, the gross income for the previous year must fall under $5 million. Next slide. The last category of certifications are the recognition-based certifications. So what this means is that the city of Los Angeles does not administer these certifications, and that they are actually administered by other agencies that are recognized by the city of LA. So if you do hold one of these certifications from any of the agencies, you must notify our team for that certification to be applied to your RAMP account. So those recognition-based certifications include the small business enterprise, those are the proprietary, then the small business enterprise, the emergency business enterprise, the disabled veteran business enterprise, and the LGBTE. Next slide. How to apply. So on the left-hand side of the page, there are paper applications that are required for the MBE and the WBE, the SBE proprietaries, and those can be submitted to our address at our building downtown. And then the rest of the other certifications can be applied online or through RAMP. And then let's see the last slide. Yep, if you have any questions, you can email us at bca.certifications@lacity.org and check out our website, bca.lacity.org/certifications. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Hannah. And folks, I know that was a lot of detailed information, which we are very appreciative of. But go ahead and reach out to us at CDAP, and we can walk you through certifications and not just that, but any of the presentations that you have seen or questions that you may have about the presentations you've seen. Moving forward to our last presenter, I'm excited to introduce Angela Ragusa, who is joining us today to share about upcoming projects at the port. So she'll provide an overview of all the innovative development happening and in the future that'll shape the Port of Los Angeles. So with that, welcome, Angela.
Hello, everyone. Like you said, my name is Angela Ragusa. I'm a civil engineer at the Harbor Department or the Port of Los Angeles. Today, I'll be talking about upcoming construction projects at the Port of Los Angeles. Next slide. So these are our projects that are either currently out to bid or will be out to bid very shortly. First, next slide, we have the Harbor Administration Building HVAC Replacement Project. Next slide. Includes the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning HVAC system replacement for the Harbor Administration Building, consisting of all major components, including built-up air handling system, variable air volume boxes, refrigeration heat rejection systems, compressors, and evaporative condenser direct expansion system, building management control system, and a portion of the building ductwork. Project will also provide the necessary new chilled water system and replacement AC units for the critical 24/7 facilities and a new non-gas boiler plant. Approximate construction cost is $14.1 million, with the anticipated, actually was advertised last month, with bid opening June 5th, 2025. Potential subcontracting opportunities include HVAC, mechanical, plumbing, electrical, and ductwork. Next slide. We have the 2025-2027 Marine Improvements Project, consisting of marine construction work and improvements to be performed on an on-call basis as needed and determined by the department. Work includes wharf demolition and removal, furnishing concrete piles, concrete pile removals, pile driving, and concrete wharf repair. Furnishing, installing rubber marine fenders, dredging, riprap, and quarry run work, shotcrete application, furnishing sheet steel piles and pile driving, timber pile removals, furnishing and installing timber piles, timber wharf repair, pile wraps, polyurethane pressure grouting, wharf slope repair, earthwork, excavating, characterizing, disposing of chemically impacted soil, trench excavation, backfill, asphalt, concrete, and other improvements. Subcontracting opportunities include pile wrapping, wharf construction repairs, storm drain, demolition, hazardous waste disposal, fencing, diving, and trucking. Anticipated advertised date is later this month, and the construction cost estimate is approximately $21.6 million. Next slide. The Terminal Island facilities demolition and improvements consist of 5 separate project sites, including demolition of various steel, wood, and concrete warehouses, building structures, and other miscellaneous items, in addition to lead and asbestos abatement. Work also includes the construction of a storm drain system, paving, grading, electrical work, disposal of hazardous waste, and fencing. Subcontracting opportunities include concrete, asphalt concrete paving, electrical, storm drain, fencing, and hazardous waste cleanup. Project is anticipated to advertise later this month as well, with an approximate cost estimate of $19.6 million. Next slide. The port-wide leak detection expansion program includes the reconstruction of the existing water backflow assemblies to install smart meters and gateway collectors at the China Shipping, Everglades Cruise Terminal, Trade Pack, Phoenix, Maersk, and Pasha terminals. The anticipated advertised date is June 2025, with a construction cost estimate of $3.5 million. Next slide. The Berths 167-169 Marine Oil Terminal Engineering and Maintenance Standards MOTEM Phase 2 at Shell Oil Terminal is also going to advertise potentially June 2025, with the construction cost estimate of approximately $10 million. Consists of replacing the current 2 berth structures with a single structure at berth 167, demolishing the existing timber wharf and replacing the structure with a new concrete loading platform, construction of access trestle, mooring dolphins, and steel catwalks. Other subcontracting opportunities include installation of steel pipe piles, chain link fencing, electrical, and rubber fenders. Next slide is the Berths 4951 Outer Harbor Cruise Terminal. Consists of a new 11 kilovolt alternative maritime power, or AMP, system for cruise ships at berths 49 to 51. Construction of a new LADWP 34.5 kilovolt industrial station, new 34.5 kV switchgear, new 18 MVA transformer, new 11 kV amp switchgear, new 11 kV wharf amp outlets, and 11 kV amp mobile cable management for cruise ship connections. In addition, this project requires the extension of a new LADWP 34.5 kV circuit through existing LADWP underground conduit. Also includes wharf structural amps, landside structural amp support, concrete wharf repairs, hybrid fender backing panel, including steel pipe piles and timber piles, new foam-filled fendering system, utilities, including water and sewer, civil improvements to improve pedestrian vehicular access, safety, and security for cruise customers and operations, and site removals. In addition, new mooring bollard platforms and supporting piles, mooring bollards and each concrete platform. We're anticipated to advertise in July of 2025 with a construction cost estimate of $57 million. Next slide. Thank you for this opportunity to present. These are the websites that we use to go over our bid opportunities, understanding our contracting opportunities, and how to do business at the port, including ramp, small, very small, and local business enterprises. If anybody has any questions, that's it for me.
Wonderful. Thank you, Angela, for being here today and sharing about the opportunities with the port. So before we move on to our Q&A section, I do want to show you all a video from one of our contractors. It features a success story from one of our contractors who transformed her business and with the benefits that the Contractor Development and Bonding Program offered. So let's go ahead and take a peek, and we'll move on to our Q&A.
My name is Jacqueline Pruitt. I'm president and CEO of Marvelous Steel Placers. The program has been very instrumental in that, providing seminars, workshops, and trainings in regards to bidding and estimating, how to get a bond, even what a bond was, why do you need a bond, and also contract review. Contract is very large and you have to pretty much have a lawyer look over it, but they've provided services to me to assist in going over the contract and getting a better understanding of what it is that I'm getting into. It's very important for the City of LA and Metro and other agencies to invest in this program and other programs like this. Although the program is free, it is very valuable to me in helping start my business and obtain bonding. I am very grateful for the services that have been provided and the care and support that were given by everybody at the program. I've had a wonderful experience with the Contractor Development and Bonding Program. I would suggest, I recommend, I refer everybody that I know that wants to start any type of business to this program because it has been very, very helpful and the growing and the development of my company. And I look forward to the days to come that we continue to grow and develop this company together. Had it not been for this program, I don't think that I would be as far along as I am today.
Awesome. So thank you so much, Ms. Jacqueline Pruitt from Marvelous Steel Placers, for allowing us to share that video. And we hope that the presentations and this video encourages you all to reach out for a program enrollment form and to, expand your business so that you're prepared and ready for bidding opportunities with the city, with Metro, and with the county. So now we've reached our Q&A, and Jane here, our account manager, she will be moderating the section. So if I can have all the speakers turn on their cameras so that their name can pop up to the very top, and speaker and attendees can see you. Attendees, if you can, please address your question to one of the speakers, and that way we can make sure to get it answered. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi, Jane. Do you have a question?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. Good afternoon, Mildred.
Good afternoon.
We do have a few questions. So the first question would be for the City of LA. So the contractors asked, if small businesses that were affected by the wildfires do not apply for the small business grants, will you be able to open up the grants to where the small businesses in LA will be able to apply to those grants? I believe this was a question, Keisha, for the city of LA.
So this question, Jane, for Lakeisha,
No, for the city of LA.
for the city of
It's
LA.
from
Okay.
Keisha.
From
Yeah,
Keisha,
so,
wonderful.
yeah. So if there isn't a presenter who can kind of answer this question, we can follow up with you, Keisha, on those questions.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
so the next question is for Sophia Aloa, also from Keisha. So the question is, does LAWA have an internship for concession food vendors?
Thank you for the question. And I put a response in the chat as well. So as far as our concession program, the best person for me to put you in contact, so send me an email and I'll send you over that person. Under the capital improvement program, I don't have the answer for you. My first inclination is that, again, the internship program runs from the city over to LAWA, and so I don't know if there is an internship opportunity under the concessions program. But if you send me an email, my email's in the chat, then I will certainly put you in contact with that appropriate person.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you, Sophia. And then the last question that we have for the presenters, this one will be directed to Anna at the BCA. So the question is, can you, asked by the contractor, can you help us directly fill out the certification applications?
So the applications, we are unable to directly assist with the application process, but we do have organizations like PACE that we can recommend folks to work with, and they go through all the application processes for not even just city, but state agencies and federal agencies as well. So we normally will direct our questions and folks who need assistance with that application process, because we know sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming. So we'll send them to organizations like PACE, who can give you a lot more attention and direction on those applications.
Okay, that's right. And we're also here to support how we can. Alrighty, so those would be all the questions that we have for the presenters. I'm going to follow up with you, Keisha, after the call to make sure that your previous question was also answered, and the other questions will be addressed in the chat. So I'm going to turn this over to you, Mildred.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jane. And thank you to all the attendees for being here, and our speakers for being here as well and taking questions. So we have come to the end of our webinar. I'm putting up here our next event. It's Navigating City Contracting Opportunities with Councilmember Heather Hutt. So we have a QR code there on the left, so you can scan it. It'll take you to the registration page. But yes, I would like to extend a thank you to Councilmember Eunisses Hernandez for co-hosting this webinar and for fighting for small and diverse contractors. We're very grateful for the speakers and for attendees for being here. And again, if you have any questions, please reach out. We're here to help. We want to see your businesses grow and thrive in this economy. And the goal here is to someday have you become a prime. So we want to, make sure that you don't stay in the program, but you actually grow and become large enough to get your own subcontractors. So thank you again. I hope that the information was helpful, and thank you for your attendance. Have a wonderful evening.